Hi there. Thank you for joining me. So today we're gonna be, this is easy. Everybody might probably already knows this. I'm probably not showing anything new. But I get asked, I love storage. I did not know this about myself before I started crafting, but I love storage and organization. I mean, I knew it a little bit, but not to this extent. I always say I enjoy organizing my craft supplies more so than actually using them. So as I do things, I'm just going to show how I store it. Okay. I have some ribbon from Temu to store and put on cards. And here is my storage. These were big bundles, so I had to make bigger cards for them. I know they're kind of awkward and chunky, but that's what happened. And then it doesn't matter. It's okay. They're neatly put on cards, so it's okay. I have a couple of extra. Okay. And then I just store it like this. I have these heavy duty file folders that work well. Now that's beads. And I also have some that aren't on cards, and I'll probably put them on cards. Okay. But these file folders that I have are really strong. There's different grades of file folders, and these are super heavy duty cardstock. I love them. And then I just had some scrap pieces, and I just made some little ones. I do think they need the top and the bottom stoppers. And I just made a couple. I used this file folder. And I had a couple, I guess. And I used this file folder for a journal I'm making. And I'll just take a break on that for a day or two, because I don't really have any. I'm not ready to start embellishing yet. You know, everything else I felt real good about it as I went, and this one I'm kind of just at a pause. Okay. And also I have a question. The tablet I'm using to film this, it didn't look so bad in this one, but in other videos, in my Temu hauls, and it looks just really yellow. I don't know why Samsung looks so dang yellow. And this tablet would work out for recording for lots of good reasons. It's an old tablet, and it has a 32 gig SD card in it. And this one, my new one, I got a new tablet for Christmas, and my new one doesn't let me, but this one lets me connect to my laptop and upload through there. And on my laptop, I did buy a 30-foot Ethernet cord just to plug straight into the internet. And the internet box is in the living room, so I had to string across a couple rooms when I do it, or take my laptop in there and plug it in closer. Well, anyway, so videos don't take an hour and a half to upload. It takes 5 minutes. It's great. So this this tablet I'm using is good for lots of reasons. And if this video, or if you've seen in the past a video that looks extra bright and yellow, tell me if that's too stupid, or tell me how to set the settings. Okay. And it's a Samsung laptop, Galaxy, and it's an older one. It's 2016, but it's still fine. But this one lets me connect straight to my laptop, and if I go to YouTube to upload a video, it selects that as part of my files, you know. So let's get started on this. So I have a few ribbons to wrap on cards. Also, I just saved this. You can see here, it had Parmesan cheese in it, bulk Parmesan cheese, of course. And I'm going to start putting my ribbon scraps in here, just so I can see them and dig through them and give it plenty of room. I have several scraps starting to pile up. Like one here that I cut and I decided against using it. So I'm just going to throw that in there. This one is in my box. Apparently I cut it and changed my mind. So we're going to do ribbon scraps in that. Okay. And this is big enough for me to, it won't be hard because this is big enough for me to get my hand in and fish through them and dig through them and see what I want. I think this will be great. Alrighty. Now, to make these, okay, I'll just show you on these because the cards were already made. My cutter, this is a dull blade on this cutter. I don't use a good blade for cutting file folders and cardstock and, you know, book pages and stuff. Anything that can be rough cut, I cut on this. It's a Martha Stewart one, and I have new blades for it, but I set this up with a dull blade to cut crude stuff. All right. And what I've been doing is lining it up to that 10 millimeter mark, right? This is what I did on the last few. And this one has a ruler that you can, you know, put down and partially cut. So what I did was just this edge. It's got crud on it from scraping back and forth. Sorry. So this edge I lined up to the edge of the paper. And again, up here, I lined it up to the edge of the paper, okay? And I'm gonna have to turn it sideways so I can see it. But my cutter lets me do this, and I think it's pretty great, just to cut partially. Now, I don't like Martha Stewart. Can't stand the woman. She's one of my least favorite people. But I got these on Warehouse for like $3. I got both of them. I have two. I have one set up to score, and one to set up for rough cuts. But I got them on Warehouse. Both of them I think were like $7. Okay, so I'm just gonna push down and then come up until that edge just stops. And then I will line that up at the 10 centimeter mark. A ½ inch was too much, so I just did a little bit. And then we're going to push down and come up and stop. And then what I just did was just trim it. And I shouldn't use these scissors. I don't like using my good scissors for, you know, this kind of stuff either. I only use them when it matters. I was cleaning up and clearing stuff to put away, and I just put these back. They're hidden. They're tucked away, so I didn't leave them out. All right, so there. And that's ready to go. And if you don't wrap it too tight, some of them look a little warped. And if you don't wrap it too tight, it does stay flat. It does stay pretty flat. You just have to be careful. And okay, let me roll something on here. Yeah, I'll do this because this isn't too much. And I'm going to show you how I start it just to make life easy. You're gonna waste a little bit of ribbon, but I'm okay with it because I mean it's just how I do it. I was taping it and all kinds of stuff, and now I just staple it. Just staple it a couple times, and then whoops, I got a message. My daughter messaged me. So so you just end up with not even a ½ inch of waste, and that's okay. And then you just wrap, and I guess I don't have another safe. I need to get some stick pins. Have you seen the fancy ones on Temu? They're like a longer stick pin. You know, almost like a hat pin or something. And they have like a butterfly and stuff on the tip of it. I'm going to get some of those. Have you seen them? They're like a fancy long stick pin. Are you familiar? And then I just, I would have done that better if that's not quite even, but it's okay. And then what I do is I just stick a stick pin in it. Okay? And then file it. But my box is getting pretty full. So these take up so much room, you know. So I am going to redo these on cards, smaller cards. See, I have some smaller ones. And there's not much on these rolls. So I will put these on smaller cards. And like here's my unicorn. Cute, cute. All of these, it does hold a lot. This is Allie. This is Allie. Allie. See, it does hold a lot. Those are 5 yards of cotton trim. And then this big one, that was 5 yards. These elastics. So, anyway. And I find it very useful. And you see, like this one's sticking up. It's starting to come up. I think they do need the stoppers. And then I just stick a pin in them. And that's all. So this is lace storage. Easy peasy. I don't know how you all do it. And then my box, I had this red foil holographic looking wrapping paper. So I just covered it in that. And I don't know where the box came from. It looks like I lined the box with a red file folder. And then I always have to make storage for everything. So we've got red holographic going on. So that's fun. I think that paper came from the Dollar Tree. And that's all. Oh, so let me know if this camera setup's okay. This one doesn't look too yellow in the screen, so maybe it won't be so yellow. Alrighty. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Love you. Bye.